हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर Yosaadi Gauravatta Brinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसाति गौर भक्त वृंद, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे,
हरे राम हरे राम हरे राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण
जय
कृष्ण
श्री
हरे
कृष्ण
हरे,
चैतन्य प्रभु
हरे राम
नित्यानंद, श्री
राम
अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसाति गौर भक्त वृंद, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे,
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी सन माता जी, दंडवत प्रणाम। Am I audible?
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Done.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yeah. So we'll start with Mangala Charanam prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatirmirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Yeah. So we are doing Gita Subodhini, Srimad Bhagavatam Subodhini, 12th chapter, Birth of Emperor Parikshit. Yeah. 1 to 3, Shaunaka Rishi inquires about Parikshit. We want to hear about birth, activities, death, and destination of Parikshit, who was saved in the womb. 4 to 6, Yudhishthira's exemplary rule, qualities, opulence, and detachment of Yudhishthira. 7 to 11, Lord Krishna protects child Parikshit in the womb. Vision of Lord's features in the womb. Supreme Lord counteracts the heat of Brahmastra and disappears. 12 to 15, ceremonies during Parikshit's birth. Born in an auspicious moment, Yudhishthira performed birth rites and gave charity to Brahmanas. 16 to 29, Brahmanas predict Parikshit's future qualities. Child will be known as Vishnu Rata and would be a first-class devotee. Yudhishthira inquired about child's future qualities. Parikshit's future qualities compared to that of famous personalities. Will take advantage of death notice and submit to hearing process. 30 to 36, Parikshit's growth and Yudhishthira's performance of Yajna. Parikshit's constant search for the Lord while he was growing. Yudhishthira performs horse sacrifice under Krishna's direction. Krishna returns to Dwaraka with Arjuna. Shaunaka Rishi inquired Suta Goswami about the birth of Maharaja Parikshit, 1.4.9 to 12. But in the course of the narration, Suta Goswami discussed other sweet topics like Krishna leaving Hastinapura and entering Dwaraka. The sages now wanted to turn to the original topic, and thus Shaunaka Rishi again asked about Maharaja Parikshit. Samyukta Mataji, you can go with the next section.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Krishna Mataji.
1, 2, 3. Shaunaka Rishi inquires about Maharaj Parikshit. Maharaj Parikshit in the womb of Uttara was saved by the Lord from the invincible Brahmastra released by Ashwadhama. We all want to hear about the birth, activities, death, and destination of Maharaj Parikshit, to whom Sukadeva Goswami imparted transcendental knowledge. 4 to 6. Sita Goswami describes Maharaj Yudhishthira's exemplary rule. Qualities of Yudhishthira: administered generously, was like a father, Pitravat, pleased the citizens, Ranjayan Prajaha, and was free of personal desires for sense gratification. Nispruha Sarva Kamebhyaha. Due to his continuous service onto Krishna's lotus feet, Krishna Padanu Sevaya, opulences, news of his wealth, fame, sacrifices, and their destinations, queens, brothers, land, and lordship of over Jambudvipa reached the higher planets. Detachment: his opulences were so great that the heavenly desired them Suras Parha, but he was unattracted to them, being absorbed in the Lord's service, Mukunda Manaso. Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you.
Thanks. Sandhya Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
7 to 11, Lord Krishna protects child Parikshit in the womb. Darshana in womb. When Parikshit was suffering from the heat of the Brahmastra in the womb of his mother, he could see the Supreme Lord, Dadarsha Purusham. The Lord's features as he appeared in the womb. Angusta matram amalam tam hai transcendental. Spurat purata maulinam with a shining gold crown. Apivya darshanam shyamam, beautifully blackish. Tadidvasasam achyutam, with cloth like lightning. His form. He had 4 hands, earrings of molten gold, and eyes blood red with fury. As he wandered, his club constantly encircled him like a shooting star. Seeing the Lord, vanquishing the radiation of the Brahmastra, just as the sun evaporates a drop of dew, Parikshit wondered who he was. Disappeared. With thus being observed by the child, the Lord, who is all-pervading supersoul, Ameyatma, the protector of the righteous, Dharmaka, and who spreads in all direction, Dashamashaya, disappeared at once. Shall I continue, Mataji?
No, Mataji, we'll give it to Lavanya Mataji.
Okay.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandotra.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
12 to 18, ceremonies during Maharaj Parikshit birth. 12th one, birth. Then as all favorable signs of the zodiac gradually manifested, the heir of Pandu's lineage, similar to Pandu in strength, took birth. 13. Birth rites. Yudhishthira had the Brahmanas such as Daumya and Krupa perform the birth rites and recite auspicious hymns. 14 to 15. Charity. Yudhishthira gave appropriate charity to the Brahmanas, who happily informed him that the child was certainly in the line of the Purus.
You can continue some part, Mataji.
Yeah. 16 to 29. The Brahmanas predict child Parikshit's future qualities. 16 to 17. This child will be known as Vishnu Ratha because he has been protected, Ratha, by all pervasive Vishnu and all powerful Prabha Vishnu, Lord to oblique your dynasty. He will be first class devotee with all good qualities. Tasma Nama Vishnu Ratha iti loka bhavishyati Nasandeho Mahabhagavato Mahan. The Lord protected Parikshit Maharaj because he was a pure devotee and the only surviving male descendant of the Puru dynasty. The Lord always wanted to continue the lineage of pious kings to rule the earth as his representatives. Can I continue, Mataji?
We'll give it to Lalit Mohan Prabhuji.
Yes, correct.
Hare Krishna Mataji. 18. Yudhishthira inquired, will he become a king as saintly and famous as others who appeared in this great royal family? Now, Parikshit's qualities, as predicted by the Brahmanas. The qualities are comparative, like 19th Sloka. In maintaining all those who are born, he is compared to Ikshvaku, son of Manu. In following the Brahmanical principles, especially in being true to his promise, he is compared to Lord Ram. In being munificent donor of charity and protector of the surrendered, he is compared to King Shibi of the Kushinara country. In spreading the name and fame of his family, he is compared to Bharata, son of Dushyanta. And amongst the greatest bowmen, he will be compared to Arjuna. And he is irresistible as fire. He is unsurpassable as ocean. He is strong as lion and he is worthy of shelter as the Himalaya mountains. And he is very forbearing as earth. He is tolerant as parents. 23rd. In equanimity of mind, he is compared to Brahma or Yudhishthira. In munificent quality, he is Lord Shiva. In the resort of everyone, he is compared to Narayana, the shelter of goddess of fortune. 24th. By following in his footsteps, as good as Lord Krishna. In magnanimity, he is compared to King Rantideva. In religion, he is compared to Maharaj Yayati. In patience, he is compared to Bali Maharaj. And staunch devotee of Krishna, is compared to Prahlad Maharaj. Thank you, Maharaj.
Raju Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
26. Chastister. He will be the father of Raja Rishis and sister of the Upastast and quarrelsome people of Kali. 27 to 28. Detachment and departure. Hearing that he will be killed by Takshaka, he will become detached. He will become detached and surrender unto the Lord. By descending knowledge of the self from Sukadeva Goswami, he will give up his body on the bank of Ganges and attain the Lord. 29. Thus informing Maharaja Yudhishthira, the Brahmanas, after being sometimes remunerated, departed. Srila Prabhupada distinguishes Vripas, Brahmanas, and Vaishyas as follows. Vripas guide society
Vipras Prabhuji.
Vipras guide society in fulfilling material necessities. Karmakanda. Brahmanas are expert in transcendental knowledge. Gnanakanda. Above Gnanakanda is Upasana Kanda, and the culmination of Upasana Kanda is Bhakti. Vaishnavas are perfected Brahmanas who perform Bhakti to Lord Vishnu. Hare Krishna.
Is there anybody else? Okay, I'll start again. 30 to 36, Maharaja Parikshit's growth and performance of Yagya by Maharaja Yudhishthira. Parikshit, this child will be called Parikshit because he constantly remembered the Lord whom he saw in the womb and searched for amongst all men. Growth. The royal prince Parikshit luxuriantly grew up under the care of his grandfathers like the moon during the waxing fortnight. Sacrifice. Maharaja Yudhishthira wanted to perform an Ashwamedha Yagya to rid himself of the sins incurred by killing his relatives. Thus, he considered how to procure wealth outside that of fines and tax collections. After the battle of Kurukshetra, the state treasury was exhausted and there were no surplus funds. Collection of taxes and fines sufficed only for the state budget. Wealth. Understanding his intention, his brothers, as advised by the infallible Lord Krishna, collected sufficient riches from the sacrifice of King Marutta from the north. King Marutta, a great emperor long before the reign of Yudhishthira, conducted great sacrifices and gave profuse amounts of gold in charity to the Brahmanas. The Brahmanas, however, could not carry so much gold and left it behind. The golden plates and utensils used in the sacrifice were also left there. Lord Krishna advised Yudhishthira to collect all this unclaimed wealth for his sacrifices. With those riches, Maharaja Yudhishthira performed 3 horse sacrifices and pleased Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna, being invited to the sacrifices, saw to it that they were performed by qualified Brahmanas. After that, he remained a few months to please his relatives. Thereafter, Krishna bade farewell to Yudhishthira, Draupadi, and other relatives and started for Dwarka along with Arjuna and the Yadus. Hare Krishna. I think we are done with the Subodhini. 1 minute, I'll check if there is Chaitanya Charitamrita Subodhini. Prabhuji, meeru pettara Raju Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Pettan Mataji. Chaitanya Pettan.
Okay. Okay, Prabhuji.
ఆ గ్రూప్ లో చూడండి మాతాజీ.
Okay, Prabhuji. Is it visible?
Yes,
Yes,
Mataji.
Mataji. Yes.
Samyukta Mataji, you can start.
Yes, Mataji. Adi Leela, 12th chapter. The expansions of Advaita Acharya and Gadadhara Pandita. 1 to 12. Sara and Asara, real and false followers of Advaita Acharya. Obeisances to the real Sara followers of Lord Advaita, who is the second big branch of the Chaitanya tree. The false Asara followers of Advaita independently concocted their own opinions under the spell of Maya. They are meant to be rejected and there is no need to name them. 13 to 27 branches 1 to 3 Achyutananda, Krishna Mishra and Sri Gopala, the first three sons of Advaita Acharya. 28 to 55 branch 4 Kamalakanta Vishwasa, Advaita's confidential servant. He wrote a letter to Prataparudra Maharaja establishing Advaita as the Lord's incarnation, but at the same time indicating that he had a debt. Lord Chaitanya was unhappy about this and initially didn't want to see Kamalakanta, whom he called Bauliya. Later, Lord Chaitanya instructed him that Advaita Acharya should never accept charity from rich men. 56 to 57, branch 5, Sri Yadunandan Acharya. 58 to 65.
Sorry, Mataji.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. 58 to 65, branches 6 to 38 of Sri Advaita. 66 to 72, ungrateful branches. After Lord Chaitanya's disappearance, some branches deviated and thus Lord Chaitanya did not sprinkle the water of his mercy upon them. Anyone without Krishna consciousness is punishable by Yamaraja. 73 to 78, conclusion. Obeisances to the followers of Achyutananda, whose path is the essence of spiritual life. 79 to 96, branches of Sri Gadadhara Pandita. 79 to 90, the 33 branches of Sri Gadadhara Pandita. 91 to 96, Falashruti and conclusion. Simply by remembering all these names, one is freed from material entanglement and one attains the lotus feet of the Lord, whose pastimes are immeasurable.
Sandhya Mataji, what we'll do is we'll do one page each, then there is no confusion. So you can do this whole page.
Mataji, she said she is in the hearing mode. So Sandhya Mataji cannot do this.
Oh, is it? So Lavanya Mataji, you can do next.
Yes, Mataji. Branches of Advaita Acharya. Sorry, 1 to 78 branches of Advaita Acharya. 1 to 12, Sara and Asara, the real and false followers of Advaita Acharya. First one, obeisance to the Sara followers. The followers of Sri Advaita Prabhu were of two kinds, real, that is Sara, and false, Asara. Rejecting the Asara followers, I offer my humble obeisances to the Sara followers, whose life and soul was Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Second one, all glories to Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nityananda, and Sri Advaita Prabhu. 3 to 7, obeisances to the all glorious Advaita, who forms the second big branch of the eternal Chaitanya tree, and obeisances to his many followers who form his sub-branches. By the water of Lord Chaitanya's mercy, the gardener, all the branches and sub-branches grew full with fruits and flowers. These fruits of prema were so large that they flooded the entire world with Krishna prema. 8 to 9. ఏంటి మాతాజీ?
Schism.
Okay, schism. At first, all the followers of Advaita Acharya shared a single opinion, but later on, they followed two different opinions as ordained by Providence. Some disciples quickly accepted his orders and others deviated, independently concocting their own opinions. Swamata Kalpana. Under the spell of Daivi Maya. 10. The spiritual master's order is the active principle in spiritual life, and anyone who disobeys it immediately becomes useless. Acharyera mataye sei mata sara tan Acharyera mataye sei mata sara Tanra Agna Langi Chale Seita Asara. There is no need to name them. I have mentioned those who are useless only to distinguish them from the useful devotees, just as one must fan a paddy to separate it from the straw. This is the same page, Mataji. Can I continue? Yes, Mataji. 13 to 27, branches 1 to 3. 13 to 17. Achyutananda, branch 1, it's a big branch. The eldest son of Advaita Acharya. From the beginning of his life, Ajanma, he engaged in the service of the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya. When 5-year-old Achyutananda heard from his father that Keshav Bharati was the guru of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was very unhappy. He told his father, "Your instruction will spoil the entire country. Lord Chaitanya is the guru of the 14th verse, but you say that someone else is his guru. This is not supported by any revealed scripture." When Advaita Acharya heard this, he felt great satisfaction at his son's conclusive judgment. He is Kartikeya or Achyuta Gopi. Hare Krishna.
In page change, this thing is troubling me, so bear with me a little bit. Yes. Next, Lalit Mohan Prabhu, మీరు చదువుతారా?
Yeah, Akinchan Prabhu వచ్చారు Mataji. Can you please tell him?
We'll progress that way, and Akinchan Prabhu will read after you and after Raju Prabhuji.
Okay. 18. Krishna Mishra, branch 2. The second son of Advaita Acharya, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always sat in his heart. 19 to 26. Shri Gopala, branch 3. Wonderful characteristics. The third son of Shri Advaita Prabhu. During the cleansing of Gundicha Mandira, Gopala danced in front of Lord with great love, and while dancing, he fainted and fell on the ground unconscious. Taking his son on his lap, Advaita Acharya began to chant various mantras, but Gopala did not come to consciousness. Thus all the Vaishnavas present cried in sorrow. Lord Chaitanya then put his hand on the chest of Gopala and told him, "My dear Gopala, get up and chant the holy name of the Lord." Then Gopal immediately got up, and all the Vaishnavas chanted in jubilation. 27. Rejected sons of Advaita, Shri Balarama, Svarupa, and Jagadisha, Smarthas or Mayavadis. 28. Text 28 to 55. Branch 4. Kamalakanta Vishwasa. 28. Kamalakanta Vishwasa was Advaita Acharya's very confidential servant and knew all the dealings of Advaita Acharya. 29 to 32. Kamalakanta's letter. Kamalakanta once sent a note to Prataparudra Maharaj. No one knew of that note, but somehow it reached the hands of Lord Chaitanya. That note established Advaita Acharya as an incarnation of Supreme Lord. But it also mentioned that Advaita Acharya had recently incurred a debt of about 300 rupees that Kamalakanta Vishwasa wanted to liquidate. 33 to 36. Lord Chaitanya's punishment. Lord Chaitanya became unhappy upon reading the note. He smilingly spoke as follows. He has established Advaita Acharya as an incarnation of Godhead, but he has made the incarnation of a poverty-stricken beggar, Rasabhasa. Therefore, I shall punish him in order to correct him. The Lord ordered Govinda, do not allow that Bauliya Vishwasa to come here. The Bauliyas or Baulas are one of the 13 unauthorized sects that pass as Lord Chaitanya's followers. 37 to 42. Punishment is mercy. When Kamalakanta heard about this punishment, he was very unhappy. But Advaita Prabhu was greatly pleased, and understanding it to be Lord's favor, he told him, "You are greatly fortunate to have been punished by the Supreme Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Formerly, he always respected me as his senior, but I did not like such respect. Thus, I expounded the Yoga Vasishtha, which considers liberation the ultimate goal of life. For this, the Lord became angry at me and treated me with apparent disrespect. Then I was very happy to receive." Haribol, shall I stop here, Mataji?
And just read the sentence, Prabhuji. To receive punishment. This
To receive
first
punishment. Similarly, Sri
sentence
Mukunda.
you can just complete. Yeah.
Similarly, Sri Mukunda and Mother Shachi Devi are fortunate to receive the Lord's punishment. Thank you so much, Mother.
So Prabhuji, I forgot what is Yoga Vasishta, Prabhuji. That day you told something.
Yoga Vasishta means, Mataji, like, earlier there was a Mahamantra like Hare Rama, and then Hare
Yes.
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Yes. Yes.
Like Lord Rama is, what is a Mukti Dayak, and Lord Krishna is Bhakti Dayak.
Mm.
So there is a sect actually which profounds that Mukti is more important than Bhakti. So that is Yoga Vasishta. So Mahaprabhu didn't like that actually.
Smarta Brahmins perform. That is the thing, Prabhuji. Smarta Brahmins perform Hare Rama first.
Yeah. Many of the outside world they perform this one. For them the Mukti is important. But for Mahaprabhu the Bhakti is important actually, irrespective of Mukti. So it is Hare Krishna. And this is very confidential till Mahaprabhu came and he made it public. Yeah. That's all.
Okay, so he changed the mantra from Hare Rama to Hare Krishna first, right?
No. He didn't change it.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
No. He didn't change it, Mataji. He gave it to the outside world also. Earlier, it was only to highly Parivrajaka Acharyas, not to everyone.
Yes.
Not to outside Smarthas or Brahmanas or Vipras or anyone. It is not for anyone. It's only for the highly Parivrajaka Sannyasis. But he made it and he made it public to everyone. That's how it is, Mataji.
Then how did it change from Hare Rama to Hare Krishna, Prabhuji?
Mataji, see, Hare Rama has come because, how things started, Mataji, after 3000 years, before 3000 years. It is Buddhism. When Buddhism came, they completely rejected everything. No mantras, no tantras, nothing, no Vedas.
Yes.
Everything is Shunya. And then came Shankaracharya. Shankaracharya propagated that there is one God.
Yeah.
There is only one. Okay, and then that Mayavadi has been again, that Mayavadism has been again concocted with, see, liberation is more important. So then this Hare Rama mantra has come because liberation is mukti.
Okay.
So that is how it is again, Ramanujacharya and his predecessors, like Ramanujacharya has a lot of predecessors to himself. So they propagated this initially so that at least, what Shankaracharya has been established is the Vedas are important. And these Acharyas came and they say in Vedas, these things are important. Mukti is important by Vedas.
Mukti, yeah.
Yeah, Mukti is important. By doing Vedas, what we should aspire for, not impersonalism, it is Mukti. We should go to Vaikuntha. So, and then, what you say, later on this Ramanujacharya came. So Visishta Advaita. And then it is Dvaita by our Madhvacharya. So it's a series of process. And after Madhvacharya came also, he only told Dvaita that we are separated. But he didn't propounded this philosophy of Bhakti is more important than Mukti. This Bhakti aspect has come from again, what is it? That disciple, this, what is it? I didn't remember that Acharya's name. But that is about one Acharya who, used to have this personal sila of Srinathji as his deity. He propagated this again. And from him, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come. And he told that, let me give it to everyone. Let me give this Bhaktivad to everyone. Then that Mahamantra, which is very confidential, has come out. Earlier it was there, but only it was confined to only very senior and very close associates of Lord, like Acharyas. But Mahaprabhu gave it to the outside world.
Okay.
And it's very tough to explain to the people in general about this dealings, because here we are devotees and we could explain all these things, but outside world it's very tough, very, very tough. And that too in Andhra Pradesh, it's impossible only. They start the conversation like this. You know, you have twisted the mantra only. क्या बोलेंगे?
ఎందుకంటే నేను చిన్నప్పటి నుండి అంటే ఇస్కాన్ లో రాకముందు నుండి హరే రామ హరే హరే రామ హరే రామ 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 అదే ఫస్ట్ నుండి విన్నాను ప్రభుజీ.
And this is also when will it be spoken, or when it is recited at the end of all the phala, all the puja. They will recite this. Means the Shruti, the main goal of that is we should get liberation. So this is what has been expounded by Advaita Acharya here, and that is why Mahaprabhu didn't like him and he chastised him.
ఓకే ఓకే సో ఇప్పుడు మనం భక్తి చేస్తేనే ముక్తి వస్తుంది కదా ప్రభుజీ?
See, actually, that is there. After attaining mukti, what will you do? Bhakti only, no?
భక్తి ఓన్లీ, కానీ భక్తి చేస్తేనే ముక్తి వస్తుంది.
You do bhakti irrespective of you get mukti or not. So that is Mahaprabhu's philosophy.
By product.
Yeah. And if you do all these rituals and sacrifices, Lord Hari will be pleased. There is no doubt in that. And you will get liberated also. But you will have an awe and reverence towards Lord. The bhakti is intimate actually. It's very close. So when you, praise Lord with awe and reverence, you will go to the Vaikuntha Lokas. But this, I forgot that.
Love and devotion. Love.
Yeah, love and devotion, but not Madhvacharya. There is one Acharya in between who propounded this philosophy. That is, love towards the Lord is more important than awe and reverence. So then, in that lineage we come.
That's true.
So why in Bhagavatam, if you see Mataji, even Bali Maharaj is not very much praised by Prahlad Maharaj.
Yeah.
So Prahlad Maharaj, he praises only 2 devotees, if you see. And we have read here, he is the greatest of the devotees. Like Parikshit is compared to the Prahlad. So the greatest of all the devotees, he is the greatest. Now he praises 2 persons. Who are they? One is Bali Maharaj, who is his own grandson. The other one is Gajendra. So in Srimad Bhagavatam 7.9.9 Mataji, 7th canto, 9th chapter, 9th verse. In that chapter he says, Krishna, Lord Narasimha, you cannot be pleased by any of the attributes. Mataji, can you please share that? Yes. I just don't. Yeah. So this can be recited in many ways. But yeah. This can be recited in many ways. But let me recite it in that Saratya Parshada, like that. Manye dhanabhyana rupatapashrutaujas teja prabhava bala paurusha buddhi yoga naradhanaya hi bhavanti parasya pumso bhaktya tutosha bhagavan gajayutapaya. The translation is like this actually. Prahlad Maharaj continued, one may possess wealth, aristocratic family, beauty, austerity, education, sensory expertise, luster, influence, physical strength, diligence, intelligence, and mystic yogic power. But I think that even by all these qualifications, one cannot satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead. However, one can satisfy the Lord simply by devotional service. Gajendra did this, and thus the Lord was satisfied with him. See what is Prahlad Maharaj saying? He says, with all these things you cannot satisfy Lord. But what is that only thing which you can satisfy Lord? See, now if you see Gajendra, that lotus in that pond is also provided by Lord only. Right? So then what did Lord offer? What did Gajendra offer? Lotus? No, that lotus filled with love. That love is especially with us. It is not Krishna's actually. So when we offer that love, in that lotus with love, then Krishna offers, then he gets liberated. So now why we have gone here, Mataji, I forgot. Prahlad Maharaj is explaining to the two devotees, about two devotees. One is
Bali Maharaj and
Bali,
Brajendra.
and the other one is this one. So what these two people in common have? Yes, they sacrificed everything. They sacrificed what Krishna gave them. But with that also they have added one ingredient, that is love, which is especially their personal listing. So this is what actually Krishna says now. And when Krishna has danced with all these peacocks, what would they offer? Nothing. They don't eat part of their abundant part of their body. They have offered it. But with what? They were crying. The peacocks were crying, and then they were saying, "No, this is the only thing we can offer Krishna, because they have given their heart. Then they have given their love, and that is why Krishna made it and keep it at upon his head." So why we have come here, Mataji? Bhakti. So bhakti is important than mukti. Means bhakti means surrendering ourselves and giving our love to Krishna. That's it. Simple.
Yes. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Deepa Mataji.
ఉన్నాను మాతాజీ.
సారీ, నాకు ఏదైనా ఉంటే డౌట్ క్లారిఫై చేసుకుంటే.
లేదు మాతాజీ, అలానే వి ఆల్సో లెర్న్ కదా, అండ్ ద క్లాస్ బికమ్స్ ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ because of whatever Lalit Mohan Prabhu shares, and every question ki he has an answer. I am so like astounded by his knowledge.
Prabhuji, ఇంకొక క్వశ్చన్
We'll continue, please.
No.
Please.
ప్రభుజీ మిమ్మల్ని ఏం గ్లోరిఫై చేయట్లేదు, మీరు కంగారు పడద్దు, బట్ వీఆర్ ఓన్లీ థింకింగ్ అబౌట్ ఆర్ ఫార్చ్యూన్ దట్
ప్రభుజీ, ఇంకొక క్వశ్చన్ ప్రభుజీ, లైక్ గుంజమాల అంటే నిన్న చెప్పారు లైక్ 5 kinds ఆఫ్, మరి సారీ అది వైజయంతి మాల, మరి గుంజమాల ప్రభుజీ?
గురుగుంజ పూస అంటారు, విన్నారు మీరు ఎప్పుడన్నా?
అంటే పిక్స్ చూసాను, కాకపోతే ఏంటి అవి పూసలా ప్రభుజీ?
అదొక పూస మాతాజీ, బట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ నేచురల్ థింగ్. It is not made it. Every gunjamala is separate matter. It will never have the same shape. So it is naturally produced, and it is all red at the top, and the back it is bottom, and at the bottom it is black.
ఓకే, అది రెడ్ పై నుండి కింద బ్లాక్ ఉంటది. అది
గురుగుంజ పూస అంటాం మనం. అంటే చిన్నప్పుడు మా అమ్మ
లైక్ పగడం లాగా ఉంటది పైన, కింద బ్లాక్ ఉంటది. yes ప్రభు.
Now yesterday I didn't if it is 8:40, shall I continue, Mataji? Because I only said about Vaijayanti Mala. I didn't explain anything about Vaijayanti Mala yesterday.
We'll finish this page, Prabhuji, with Akinchan Priya Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji.
And then we'll continue with that. No, sorry, Prabhuji. Just wanted to finish this. Akinchan Prabhu, can you read this page?
Yes, Mataji. 32. Sacrifice. Maharaja Yudhishthira wanted to perform as an Ashwamedha Yagna to rid himself of the sins incurred by the killing his relatives. Thus he considers how to procure wealth outside that of fines and tax collections. After the battle of Kurukshetra, the state treasury was exhausted, and there was no surplus funds. Collection of taxes and fines sufficed only the state budget. Wealth. Understanding his intentions, his brothers, as advised by the infallible Lord Krishna, collected sufficient riches from the sacrifice of King Marutha from the north. King Marutha, a great emperor, long before the reign of Yudhishthira, conducted great sacrifices and gave profuse amount of gold in charity to the Brahmanas. The Brahmanas, however, could not carry so much of gold and left it behind. The gold plates and utensils used in the sacrifice were also left there. Lord Krishna advised Yudhishthira to collect all these unclaimed wealth for his sacrifices. With those riches, Maharaja Yudhishthira performed 3 horse sacrifices and pleased Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna, being invited to the sacrifices, saw to it that they are performed by the qualified Brahmanas. After that, he remained a few months to please his relatives. Thereafter, Krishna bade farewell to Yudhishthira, Draupadi, and other relatives and started for Dwarka along with Arjuna and the Yadus. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
So we completed the Subodhini for both the Chaitanya Charitamrita and Srimad Bhagavatam. So tomorrow we can start with Bhagavad Gita, 13th chapter. Now we'll go with the anchor shlokas.
Thank you, Mataji, for doing this service.
Yeah, I'm a part of it, Mataji. So nothing to thank. గిరిరాజ్ ప్రభుదే అసలు ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ ఎక్కడ ఇనిషియేటివ్ స్టార్ట్ చేశారు చూడండి మనం అంతా ఎలా పార్టిసిపేట్ చేస్తూ
Very nice.
సో వండర్ఫుల్.
కాకపోతే మా ప్రభుజీకి బాగా హెక్టిక్ అయిపోతుంది మాతాజీ, తను పడుకోవట్లే అసలు, అందుకు నేనే రెస్ట్ తీసుకోమని చెప్తున్నా.
కరెక్టే మాతాజీ. అండ్ మళ్ళీ సాయంత్రం కూడా హీ హాస్ ఇనిషియేటివ్స్ కదా, సో మెనీ థింగ్స్ హీ ఇస్ డూయింగ్ దెన్ వర్క్ ఆల్సో.
అది కూడా అదే చెప్పాను, కొంచెం రెస్ట్ తీసుకోమని.
అవును మాతాజీ, వీ కెన్ మేనేజ్ దిస్, నో ప్రాబ్లం. యా, లలిత్పూర్ ప్రభు, యూ కెన్ ప్లీజ్ కంటిన్యూ.
Yeah. Yesterday, because today also, I don't have time. I have only time till 9, Mataji. I'm sorry. So whatever we can, we will discuss about this Vaijayanti Mala and Kanaka Kapisham. Okay. We will be here only. We will be with this word only today, like Vaijayanti Mala. So, like I have a call with you in the morning. I have also call in the night with my friends, basemates. That call will be very open. Means, you know, you will never feel that we are discussing something spiritual. It will be like that. But that is also needed for us, you know, to vex out. So we have calls with them also. I have calls with my friends also, my basemates. So yesterday I was discussing, you know, what is one of my friend in Guntur, he actually sprouted this parijata flower. So he was telling, you know, just at the beneath the parijata is been attracts snakes. So generally people don't sprout it in the grow it inside the homes. They always grow it outside the homes. So then he was discussing, parijata, I just made it inside the home and snake came. So there are 2 devotees who are in Germany. One is in Germany and the other in Sweden. So they were also in the call. So they were telling, you know, now it is a fall time here. So we don't see any flowers only. We only see falling. Everything is falling here. So on the discussion, I discussed, you know, yes, what you say, when you say about parijata, I remember this is a Vaijayanti Mala and them. So they told me, Arey, did you discuss, did you know that Bankimara Prabhu told all these things to us? This. So they shared one story, which I am about to share with you. So the significance of Vaijayanti Mala. So one of my devotee friend, he recollected this. So Vaijayanti Mala, the name itself suggests this. Jaya means, what does Jaya mean?
Victory.
Yes, Jaya means victory. But what victory will we have in the, you know, what is it, forest of Raja? He is equals, no? Krishna is equal to everyone there. Of course, he is Supreme Lord, but he always will be equal towards his devotees there in that mood or in that rasa. So his friends will defeat him. So what victory does he have? This Vaijayanti Mala, there are 5 flowers, right? So 5 flowers, they connect to the 5 emotions. Their fragrance is different. All these 5 flowers, no? So one is Tulsi. Tulsi leaves fragrance is different. Have you ever smelled lotus? Any one of you?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So how does it smell? See, be very fair. Don't say it is very good. Lotus don't smell very good, to be very frank. But whatever it is, let us be open and frank and discuss. Lotus smell, that doesn't smell good. Be very frank. उसका fragrance इतना अच्छा नहीं रहता. But what is special about lotus? The breeze which comes with the lotus, that is very special. That makes us go towards a tranquility. That is the specialty of lotus. So it might not smell good, but the breeze, yes, it is very different. So the lotus and the tulasi. Tulasi, of course, it is very different. And the other one, mandara. Mandara has a different, a different color and different rasa. It is red in color, right?
Yes.
So it arouses a different emotion. And the parijata. Parijata is not a flower of this world. It is of, where did the parijata come from?
Heaven.
Swarga. Heavenly planets, right? So it is Indra's personal, from the Indra's personal trove, Krishna will bring it. Because Rukmini wants it, Satyabhama wants it, so he will bring it. So this parijata, that also has a very different fragrance. And kunda means malli, rek malli. It smells very good actually, very, very good. So all these 5 flowers have a different fragrances. And all these 5, they have what they have. They represent something in Braja this time actually. There are 5 rasas in Braja. Out of 7 emotions, 5 are very, very prominent in Braja. Okay. Vatsalya. You remember these rasas?
Sakya rasa, Vatsalya rasa, Madhurya rasa, Shanta rasa, Dasya rasa, probably is the 5 primary?
Yes, these 5 primary. So all these 5 flowers represent these 5 primary rasas. And what is Vaijayanti means? See, Vaijayanti means two-way victory. One way is that Krishna wins over all these rasas in the hearts of the devotee, in the Vraja. Okay. And the other way is he became a servant of all these rasas there. Like the devotee has overcome. Devotee has overcome Krishna now. Devotee instructs Krishna to be like this, and Krishna follows. Like Yashoda Mai. Yashoda Mai will go to the extent that tying of Krishna to this one. What is it? What is it?
Grinding motor.
Mortar. She will tie it to that extent, and she will beat with the stick also. This is how Krishna's devotees won over Krishna here. And if you go into the forest, Krishna will make some of his sakhas, sit on his neck, on his shoulder, and he will make them, rotate all the forest. All these things happen only in Vrindavan, nowhere else. So here Vaijayanti means it is that Krishna won over the hearts of all different rasas, and in the other way, the devotees also won over Krishna, that they can order Krishna what to do to them. And if you see Srimad Radharani, it is completely different only. It's on different level. So here Vaijayanti means that mala here represents that I won the hearts of my devotees, and their devotees also won me with their love. So Vaijayanti means victory in both the sides. So it's 8:51. Now we will, and this Kanaka Kapisham. So one of my friends recollected, all the colors have emotions, right? So what does the emotion, what does this yellow represent? If you see the colors, the red, what does it represent? Fury, anger, right? And if you see, he has become pale-faced. Pale means white, So pale-faced means I'm completely, bhayam, what is it? Fearful. So every color has different emotions, right? So in the same way, what does yellow represent? Yellow represent devotion.
Okay.
Blue represents sacrifice and trust. So every emotion has different colors. So what does yellow represents? Devotion. So then he said, my counselor said, Gauranga Prabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is yellow in and out. Like Krishna is black in the body and yellow in the dhoti. But Mahaprabhu is completely yellow. Dhoti yellow, person yellow, everything yellow. So that is why he wanted to propagate that, what is a devotion to everyone. So Mahaprabhu is, they say, actually this Gaudiyas, they say actually Mahaprabhu is even greater than Krishna in this way. So that he propagated this world, this whole world with devotion. So this, Kanaka Kapisha means yellow. Yellow means devotion. And Vaijayanti Mala means victory. Victory of what? Victory of the hearts of the devotees. And devotees, conquered Krishna. So it is both way victory. Vaijayanti. Okay. Now we will recite this. Okay. Can you please? Can anyone repeat? Because you have practiced enough now. Or shall I do it once and you will repeat?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, I will do it once and then please everyone repeat. Afterwards, after me finishing, everyone repeat one by one. Barha Pidam Natavarapu Karnayo Karnikaram Bibhradvasah Kanakakapisham Vaijayantim Chamala Randrandeno Radhara Sudhaya Urayan Gopavrindai Vrindaranyam Swapadaramanam Pravishadgita Kirtihi. Please go ahead.
Okay, Prabhuji. I'll do it. Barhapi. No. Sir, Prabhuji, ఒకసారి first line చెప్పరా?
Barhapidam Natavara.
Okay, Prabhuji. Barhapidam Natavara. ఒక్క నిమిషం, Prabhuji.
Okay, I will do one line by line. Everyone repeat them. Okay.
Yeah.
Because this is a bit tougher one. We will have a whole month for this. Okay. Barhapidam Natavara Babu Karnayo Karnikaram. Everyone say that.
Barhapidam Natavara Babu Karnayo Karnikaram
Bibhradvasah Kanakakapisham Vaijayantim Chamalam Randrandeno Radhara Sudhaya Urayan Gopavrindai Vrindaranyam Swapanaramanam Pravishadgita Kirtihi.
Vrindaranyam Swapadaramanam Pravishadgita Kirtihi.
I will do it 3 times like this. Okay, you also repeat after me. Barhapidam Natavara Bapu Karnayo Karnikaram
Barhapidam Natavara Bapu Karnayo Karnikaram
Bibhradvasah Kanakakapisham Vaijayantim Chamalam
Bibhradvasah Kanakakapisham Vaijayantim Chamalam
Randrandeno सुधया पूरयन् गोपवृन्दै वृन्दारण्यं स्वपदरमणं प्राविशद्गीतकीर्तिः
वृन्दारण्यं स्वपदरमणं
बर्हापीडं नटवरवपुः कर्णयो कर्णिकारम्
बर्हापीडं नटवरवपुः कर्णयो कर्णिकारम्
बिभ्रद्वासः कनककपिशं वैजयन्तीं च मालाम् रन्ध्रान्विनोरधरसुधया पूरयन् गोपवृन्दै वृन्दारण्यं स्वपदरमणं प्राविशद्गीतकीर्तिः
वृन्दारण्यं
Yes, ma'am. Now, apologies. We can practice.
बर्हापीडं नटवरवपुः कर्णयो कर्णिकारम् बिभ्रद्वासः कनककपिशं वैजयन्तीं च मालाम् रन्ध्रान्वेणोरधरसुधया पूरयन् गोपवृन्दै वृन्दारण्यं स्वपदरमणं प्राविशद्गीतकीर्तिः बर्हापीडं नटवरवपुः कर्णयो कर्णिकारम् बिभ्रद्वासः कनककपिशं वैजयन्तीं च मालाम् रन्ध्रान्वेणोरधरसुधया पूरयन् गोपवृन्दै वृन्दारण्यं स्वपदरमणं प्राविशद्गीतकीर्तिः. Correct enough.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji. Almost.
Can you try, Prabhuji?
Prabhu, please go ahead, Prabhu.
बर्हापीडं नटवरवपु कर्णयो कर्णिकारम् बिभ्राद्वसः कनककपिशं వైజయంతిం చమాలం.
ఒక్క నిమిషం రోజు నాది రిపీట్ చేయండి ఒకసారి ఈ లైన్ బిభ్రద్వాసః కనకకపిశం వైజయంతిం చమాలం.
బిభ్రాద్వాసః కనకకపిశం వైజయంతిం చమాలం.
వైజయంతిం చమాలం.
వైజయంతి చమాలం.
అంతే
రంధ్రాన్ వేణు అదర సుదయ.
ఇది ఇట్లా పాడాలి. రంధ్రాన్ వేణు అలా స్టార్ట్ చేయండి.
రంధ్రాన్ వేణు అదర సుదయ పురయం గోప బృందై. మంచి చేసింది ప్రభుజీ, మీరు వాడుతున్నప్పుడు మంచి చేసింది.
పర్లేదు, ఒకటి రిపీట్ చేస్తాం, మీరు రిపీట్ చేయండి.
ఓకే ఓకే.
రంధ్రాన్ వేణోరధరసుధయా పూరయన్ గోపవృందై.
రంధ్రాన్ వేణు అదర సుదయ పూరయన్ గోపవృందే.
వృందారణ్యం స్వపదరమణం ప్రావిశద్గీతకీర్తిః.
బృందారణ్యం స్వపదరమణం ప్రావిశత్ గీత కీర్తి.
ఒక్కసారి ఒంటరిగా ఉండి రూమ్ లో ప్రభుజీ సాగతి అన్నట్లు వస్తుంది. ఎవరు లేనట్టు చూసి, ఎవరినంటే భయపడిపోతారు, బట్ ఎవరు లేనట్టు చేయాలి.
ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
అకించన్ ప్రభు అండ్
Yes,
సంధ్యా
Prabhu.
మాతాజీ, ప్లీజ్ గో అహెడ్.
Yeah, I'll try. బర్హాపీడం నటవరవపు కర్ణయో కర్ణికారం బిభద్వసయ కనకపీశం వైజయంతి చ మాలా రంధ్రావేణుర్ అధరసుదయ పురన్యపుగోపవృందే వృందారణ్యం స్వపదరమణం ప్రావిశద్గీత కీర్తి.
హరి బోల్.
హరే కృష్ణ.
మాతాజీ.
I'll try, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji, please go ahead. Samyukta Mataji.
On Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. బర్హాపీడం నటవరవపుః కర్ణయో కర్ణికారం బిభ్రద్వాసః కనకకపిశం వైజయంతిం చ మాలాం రంధ్రాన్ వేణోర్ అధరసుధయా పూరయన్ గోపవృందైర్ బృందారణ్యం స్వపదరమణం ప్రావిశద్గీత కీర్తి.
హరి బోల్. జై.
థ్యాంక్ యూ ప్రభుజీ.
లావణ్య మాతాజీ, సంధ్యా మాతాజీ ఇద్దరు ఉన్నారు ఇంకా.
ప్రభుజీ మీతో పాటు చేస్తాను ప్రభుజీ. నేనంటే మోడ్ లో ఉన్నాను.
సారీ. సంధ్యా మాతాజీ, లావణ్య మాతాజీ ప్లీజ్ గో అహెడ్.
ప్రభు మాతాజీ మీరు చేసాక చేస్తాంది చేయండి ప్రభు.
నేను చేసాక చేస్తానన్నా.
అంటే మీరు ఒక లైన్ చెప్తే నేను చెప్తానని, అంటే ఐడియా ప్రభుజీ
ఓకే.
కేసరి అలో చేయలేదు ఈ రోజు వినడానికి.
సరే మాతాజీ. బర్హాపీడం నటవరవపుః కర్ణయో కర్ణికారం
బర్హాపీడం నటవరవపు కర్ణో కర్ణికారం
బిభ్రద్వాసః కనకకపిశం వైజయంతిం చ మాలాం.
బిభ్రద్వాసః కనకకపిశం వైజయంతిం చ మాలం
రంధ్రాన్ వేణోర్ అధరసుధయా పూరయన్ గోపవృందైః.
రంధ్రాన్ వేణుర్ అధరసుదయా పురాయన్ గోపవిందైర్
వృందారణ్యం స్వపదరమణం ప్రావిశద్గీత కీర్తి.
బృందారణ్యం స్వపదరమణం ప్రావిశద్గీత కీర్తి.
వస్తుంది మాతాజీ, తర్వాత వస్తుంది.
ఓకే ప్రభుజీ.
కొంచెం ముందు వర్డ్స్ సరిగ్గా చూడండి మాతాజీ, వచ్చేసినట్టు. సరే,
షూర్ ప్రభుజీ.
ఓకే.
హరే కృష్ణ ప్రభు. బర్హాపీడం నటవరవపుః కర్ణయో కర్ణికారం బిభ్రద్వాసా కనకకపిశం వైజయంతి చ మాలాం రంధ్రాన్ వేణోరధరసుదయ పూరయన్ గోపవృందే బృందారణ్యం స్వపదరమణం ప్రావిశద్గీత కీర్తి.
హరి బోల్. పాడండి. ఇది ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయాల్సింది శ్లోక మాతాజీ. ఒకసారి వచ్చేది కాదు, ఇది ఒక 100 సార్లు పాడితే అప్పుడు వస్తుంది. కొంచెం సెట్ అవుతుంది.
పీడం నటవరవపుః కర్ణయో కర్ణికారం బిభ్రద్వాసః కనకకపిశం వైజయంతి చ మాలాం రంధ్రాన్ వేణురధరసుదయ पूरयन् गोपवृन्दे वृन्दारण्यं स्वपदरमणं प्राविशद्गीतकीर्ति। हरे कृष्ण।
प्राविशद्गीतकीर्तिः
प्राविशद्गीतकीर्तिः।
yes yes Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Mataji, Deepa Mataji, up to you. Now I am done. My class is done. I wanted to know.
Okay, Prabhuji. We'll
What
wind
are
up.
you able to do?
Yes, we're also done. So, thank you for joining Prabhujis and Matajis. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Hare Krishna.
మాతాజీ
Mataji.
మాతాజీ మనం పేజెస్ మిస్ అయ్యాం అనుకుంటాను మాతాజీ. ఇందాక అకించం ప్రభుజీ చదివారు కదా మాతాజీ, లాస్ట్ పేజ్ అది మీరు చదివారు మాతాజీ.
అవునా?
Actually, we have
Same page
started
ki-
Chaitanya Charitamrita Mataji. Gita Subodh.
Oh,
Chaitanya Charitamrita Mataji.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
We are in Chaitanya Charitamrita. I think Chaitanya Charitamrita not completed. I think.
I was here. Okay, okay.
ఎస్ మాతాజీ.
కమలా ఈ పేజ్ అయిపోయింది కదా?
ఎస్ మాతాజీ, ఫినిష్ అయింది మాతాజీ. ఇది చదవలేదు మాతాజీ.
ఓ ఓ ఓకే ఓకే సరే, అయితే రేపు ఇది చదివి అప్పుడు స్టార్ట్ చేద్దామా, లేదంటే ఇప్పుడు ఫినిష్ చేసేద్దామా?
రేపు చదువు Mataji.
రేపు చదువుదాం
రేపు చదువుతాం మాతాజీ, రేపు కంటిన్యూ చేద్దాం.
అదే 9-10 అవుతుంది కాబట్టి. సో రేపు ఫ్రమ్ దిస్ 58 to 65 అలా, ఐ థింక్ దట్ పేజ్
కంప్లీట్ చేసేద్దాం.
Yes, మాతాజీ.
PDF లో కిందకి వెళ్ళట్లేదు, అది ఆరోతో వెళ్ళట్లేదు, అండ్ ఇట్స్ చేంజింగ్ అన్నమాట. ఓకే మాతాజీ. యా, థ్యాంక్
థ్యాంక్ యూ మాతాజీ.
యూ. సారీ అబౌట్ దట్. యా,
థ్యాంక్ యూ మాతాజీ.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
థ్యాంక్ యూ మాతాజీ. హరే కృష్ణ.
హరే కృష్ణ.